Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. Thank you so much for joining me again for another video. My girlfriend Jen and I have been going through the Star Wars movies. We just finished Star Wars episode 4, 5, and 6. Overall, she really liked them. I think the lowest rated one was like a 7.5. Today we're starting the prequel trilogy, which is the story of Anakin Skywalker. You excited for that?
Very. Everybody's really like hyping it up for me. So I'm really excited, because obviously I want to know the origins of Darth Vader and what happened to him basically. So I'm hoping that there's some new characters, but I do also want to see the familiar faces, Baby Yoda and R2-D2. Hopefully they are all still in the prequel trilogy.
Very good, yes. I don't want to say much about this movie because I don't want to give away any spoilers or anything like that. I don't want to tell you how well the movies were received, like if people liked them more than like 4, 5, and 6, because everybody has different opinions over all the trilogies, like the prequel trilogy, original, and the sequel trilogy. So I really want to go into this blind. Let's just enjoy it. We'll talk about it afterwards.
I'm really excited. Like I said, I really want to know origins of Darth Vader. I've never watched a movie series where they've had a prequel trilogy. I feel like I'm kind of in unfamiliar territory, so it'll be interesting to see what this is all about.
All right, let's get into it. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Never gets old.
Uh-oh. Blaster.
Ooh. Are they fish?
And that you have been commanded to reach settlement.
Ooh, she's fancy.
A communications disruption can mean only one thing: invasion.
Federation.
Or a downed satellite.
Get out of here!
What is it? Is it a fish?
Yeah, something like that.
Mr. Your humble servant.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, but it is.
Oh, he's so friendly.
Yeah, he's the best. Love him.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, I'm gonna use that. I love
Please
it.
don't do that.
Excuse me.
They think they brains.
Is that a fish?
They're all fish things.
I saved his life. He owes me what you call a life debt.
Be gone with him.
Just.
What was wrong
I
with
don't.
him?
Just. I don't.
Wait, who's Obi-Wan Kenobi? What?
Obi-Wan is the one with the blue lightsaber.
Who's that?
His name is Qui-Gon Jinn. He's
What?
Qui-Gon Jinn. He's Obi-Wan's master.
Doesn't he have like a nickname or something?
Qui-Gon. Matt calls him Bygone Jim.
I like that one better.
Are yours?
See R2?
What?
That was R2.
No? Rewind it.
I can't rewind it. Oh.
Did it just kill the other R2-D2?
Yeah, babe.
I just
He's one with the
met
Force.
him.
He's fine.
All right, so Mr. Q is the master of
Young.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
Cool. Who was that?
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul? There's like a second Darth Vader?
Well, he's not Darth Vader.
He kind of looks like it.
He's the apprentice.
I'm so happy right now. Such a ladies' man.
I'm a person, and my name is Anakin.
Yeah, you are.
That's Darth Vader in the making. He's such a cute little kid.
Yep, some things went wrong.
We're leaving. Jar Jar.
Look, this Jar Jar guy is just a hot mess.
You can say that. I'm not a big fan of Jar Jar personally. But a lot of the fans like him.
Isn't he great? He's not finished yet.
He's wonderful.
Is that the Tin Man? Darth Vader made the Tin Man?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it.
Scrawny dough pot, Slimo.
Slimo.
Ooh, burn.
Get out of here, Slimo.
May the Force be with you.
Got a lot riding on you, kid. Like, a lot.
Oh!
Hey!
It's the jelly guy.
It's Jelly Man.
This is what I wanted to see.
There we go.
Hi.
Yeah, how's it going?
You're a Jedi too?
like, what in the world are you doing here?
You're gonna kill me later.
The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
Look at him!
Look at Yoda.
Hey! It's Samuel L. Jackson!
That's right.
I didn't know he was in this.
He's a Jedi Master.
Trained as a Jedi, your request for him.
Look at him.
Finding him was the will of the Force.
Little baby. He's even got a little seat.
He's got his little Yoda chair.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
We have searched you out because we wish to form an alliance.
Your Honor. I am Queen Amidala. This is my decoy.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. This guy is terrifying. He doesn't say much, does he?
Darth Maul?
Yeah.
No.
Sure knows how to give a dirty look, though. I think he's scarier than Darth Vader. He didn't.
He did. There you go.
Did you just cut him in half?
Mm-hmm.
Promise me you will train the boy.
Yes, Master.
He is the chosen one. He will bring balance.
The chosen one the boy may be. Nevertheless, grave danger I fear in his training. Agree with you, the Council does. Your apprentice, Skywalker, will be.
There's no doubt the mysterious warrior was a Sith.
Always two there are. No more, no less.
But which was destroyed? The master or the apprentice?
What is a Sith?
Sith is like the bad version of a Jedi. Alright, just finished watching episode 1 of Star Wars. Definitely had a different feel than the originals. It had been almost 2 decades, I think, from the Return of the Jedi to this one. So what did you think?
Well, one thing is for sure, I'm absolutely convinced that I have a small obsession with the dark side because Darth Maul, is it? Again, very fascinated. Like, he terrified me. He looked like the devil. He had, I guess they were horns. He had the black and the red face and the different colored eyes. Like, he scared me, and he didn't talk much, but nonetheless I was completely like just fascinated by him. So I really liked that. I feel like this movie, it was definitely a different feel from episode 4, 5, and 6. The first half I really felt like was almost lighter tone than the other ones that I've seen. As it progressed, obviously that kind of dissipated with, I'm gonna call him Mr. Q because I do not remember his name.
Jinn.
I'm never going to remember it.
Qui-Gon.
I'm gonna just stick with Mr. Q. I feel like Mr. Q just fits him better too. I did not see his death coming at all. Like, that took me by surprise. I totally thought that he was gonna win. I didn't want him to die, but I kind of like that they did that twist. I'm really not a fan of movies where it's predictable and, you know, you can tell what's gonna happen next. So I liked that. I liked the background story for Anakin, the little boy. That was good. My one complaint would be it was a little longer, and I don't know time-wise if it was longer or if it just felt longer.
I don't think it actually is longer than the others. I think that it just drags a little bit because there's so much talk of like politics and the Trade Federation and the Chancellor and the Senate and everything, and it just, a lot of this was just like, I feel pushed down because of all the political stuff. They're trying to establish like how there's like an empire in, you know, 4, 5, and 6, so that's why he's doing all that, but I felt like that stuff really slows the movie down and just drags it on.
I really liked it. It definitely exceeded my expectations. I was a little nervous with the whole prequel trilogy thing, but I have to say, coming from the military, you know, I feel like there's pretty good weapons out there, you know, M16, M4. They have some super cool weapons in this movie. I'm really the double saber, I'm pretty sure that wasn't in any of the others.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I really, really, really liked that. And the ships, I felt obviously they were a little more high-tech than the older movies. So I felt like the movie was pretty good. I know you were telling me about episode 3 and that's your favorite out of
the prequel.
Yeah. I really am excited to see episode 2 and 3. And I really liked Queen Amidala. I liked her. So I thought it was really, really good. Samuel L. Jackson did not know he was going to be in this movie, so that was a little surprise. And of course, little baby Yoda had his own little baby seat. I was really excited about that too. So I thought it was a really good movie.
What did you think about Jar Jar?
I don't even know what to think about him. Like, he's a hot mess. Like, every time he's on screen, he's just falling apart. He's breaking something or running into something or I don't even understand like what his purpose is. I guess it's just comedic relief.
I don't know if you know, I may have talked about it before, but the Star Wars community, the Star Wars fans have a really bad reputation of being really mean, essentially. The prequels were the first time that we started to see this like Star Wars fandom toxicity begin. I'm not really a big fan of Jar Jar personally, and a lot of fans felt like he kind of made everything sort of a joke, I guess, and took away a seriousness aspect of Star Wars. There's always been like slapstick and humor in Star Wars, but just took it a little too far. The actor that played Jar Jar, it's a guy who's like wearing a suit and they put the CGI over him, got so much hate later on, because this is when the start of like the internet was first beginning. And this is like 1999. The second one is 2000, 2003, and then episode 3 is 2005. So he just got so much hate, he actually almost killed himself. He was so depressed by it. The kid that played Anakin Skywalker, this is the only movie that he's in later on. He's grown up a little bit more, so it's another actor, but he was bullied so heavily in school. He ended up pretty much going crazy. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia. The last I ever heard, he was in a high-speed chase with like the police, and people were making fun of him for like the pod racing stuff. Still, it's become a very toxic community. I've talked about it in other videos before, but this was the first time that we really started seeing it, because this was the first Star Wars movie in almost 2 decades, and a lot of people didn't really like it, and then the fandom just became really, really rough, and it only got worse. It's still pretty bad, but I think now people are kind of lightening up with the prequels. They really don't like a lot of the newer stuff, but yeah, that was just kind of a little factoid for you.
Wow, I didn't realize there was that much of a sad backstory to those actors. That's really sad. Of course, I don't agree with any bullying. That's crazy. But I mean, aside from that, Jar Jar, I mean, is he in the episode 2 and 3?
More in 2 than he is in 3, but he is in the others.
There was definitely some points where he was funny. I mean, just being clumsy or, just stupid. I don't know. I felt like overall, he wasn't like my most lovable character. Out of all the characters, I'm gonna have to go with Darth Maul as my favorite character. Just because, like, he was so different from all the other characters. Again, I didn't know anything about him. This guy just appears, and he was talented, obviously. Very, very good. I mean, he killed Mr. Q. So I was just very fascinated by him.
What did you think of young Obi-Wan? Even though they didn't really show a whole lot of him, he was still there. I mean, what did you think about that?
His character was a little more rigid than I remember his character being in the other episodes. And that's probably, because he was young and whatnot. And I felt like he didn't really have a spotlight. He was kind of on the sidelines, and I'm sure that they did that on purpose. And I think that fit perfectly for this movie, that he was not the focus. The focus was really Anakin and, what else was going on in the background with Queen Amidala and whatnot.
So now, having seen the originals and episode 1, where do you rank this? What would you rate it?
I feel like independent, it would be a 7.5.
You rated A New Hope a 7.5, so you think that this is about the same?
I like the other two better. I'm very much the type of person that kind of gets used to the actors that play them. That's why I really want to see episode 2 and 3. I mean, I don't know how many of those characters carry on into that. I think it was a good movie. I think it was really well done, and I liked having the whole new characters like Jar Jar. That was kind of refreshing.
Well, I am glad that you liked it. I like this one. It's not typically high regarded in the Star Wars community. I've always liked it. I have issues with it, kind of like what I said about the politics and stuff. That end fight scene with Darth Maul, there's that song that is played is called Duel of Fates. I think it's one of John Williams' best, maybe tied with the just original score.
That was my favorite scene out of the entire movie, was that fight scene between Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Maul, and Mr. Q. I couldn't keep my eyes off of it. I really like those fight scenes. I like when they're intense, and it was a lot better than episode 4, I think it was, that first fight scene where it literally lasted 30 seconds, and I was just kind of like, that's it? I expected a lot more out of like Star Wars. So this very much lived up to the expectations of a good fight scene, so I really liked it.
All right, that's it, everyone. We're gonna get started on Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like, helps my channel out a lot. Comment down below letting me know what you think. Consider supporting me on Patreon. It's a great way to get early access to select videos like this one. That's it. As always, we appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.